The Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information of Jamaica and the UNESCO Office for the Caribbean jointly organized a 3-day in-person stakeholder consultation from March 17th to 19th, 2025 in Kingston, Jamaica to discuss the Education Management Information System. The system will help to drive the transformation of Jamaica's education sector and enhance the quality of education.
This workshop is not just a technical exercise, it's also a crucial investment in the future of education, ensuring that data-driven decision-making leads to more equitable, inclusive and equality learning outcomes for Jamaican children. And for those of us working in the United Nations, data is extremely important, because it's not just about knowing where you're going, but also knowing whether you're actually making a difference in what you're doing in country. Stakeholder consultations such as this one are really essential to ensuring that education transformation is not only effective, but also inclusive and sustainable. The success of EMIS reform depends on the active participation of all of us sitting here and those who are not here.
UNICEF is happy to be leading this effort with our partners UN agencies, UNESCO, the World Food Programme, and the Food and Agriculture Organization. Our aim is to improve data collection, reporting, and utilization, driving transformative changes in education delivery by leveraging digital solutions. Key objectives include using real-time data to enhance teacher management, improve student attendance, expand the coverage and quality of the National School Feeding Program, and elevate learning outcomes. UNICEF is committed to ensuring that interventions are based on evidence that will lead to better outcomes for students and schools across Jamaica. This workshop is one of the key activities to enable the smooth implementation of the improved data-driven approach. Thank you, UNESCO, for leading it.
Support of EMIS in Jamaica is part of a wider initiative to strengthen education systems worldwide and within the region. Over the years, UNESCO has provided technical support to several Caribbean countries in an effort to build more effective and resilient education management systems for better informed education policies and planning. The work that UNESCO and other UN agencies are doing will strengthen EMIS for more timely data collection and reporting, and this will also inform the effective policy making and monitoring, which is very important when we're talking about achieving sustainable development. Goal 4 on education. Today's workshop aimed to gather input from educational stakeholders that work on teacher data, and this will create a solid foundation for developing data management framework and standards.
Ultimately, what we're hoping to have in place by the end of the EMIS reform in Jamaica is a sustainable education management information system that delivers the full set of information and reporting requirements to meet the needs of the education system in Jamaica. We hope that that will allow for the supply of content data in real time, flowing from schools and wherever else it needs to come from, to enable the streamlined operations and budgeting and reporting requirements of the Ministry of Education.
UNESCO Open EMIS is finally here in Jamaica, in the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information. It means the ministry can respond quickly to the needs of our students in Jamaica. We can know where our students are because the system will allow us to track attendance. Now, normally we have to wait for that data on a monthly basis to be able to determine the average attendance for the month. With Open EMIS, I can know that every single day. I can pull up the system at 10 o'clock and know if I have my 450,000 kids in school and what percentage and where they are missing. And I can direct attention to that by our helping professionals, our deans of discipline, our guidance counselors, our health and family life educators can be charged into action to go to the homes and find those kids. So can you imagine what that means? Better performance, because when the kids are in school, it means that they have a fighting chance to excel. I do not need to wait on CXE at the end of the academic year. I do not have to wait on PEP. I can rely on my formative assessment. I can know from very early, are my students progressing based on their internal assessments? So we're going to be tracking performance. We're going to know where the problems are, and again, to direct resources. So all my clinicians, all my specialists in education, all my coaches, maths and numeracy, they will be pulled to target the students who we are seeing.
The major difference I see the EMIS making is the digitization, the transformation of the processes. The EMIS really supports a number of administrative processes at the school level, thus providing the ministry with the ability to improve our current decision-making process. We will be better able to make these decisions using digital data that is, in most cases, real-time, directly from its source, that is at the school level.
I believe that the EMIS is an opportunity for our schools to step into the 21st century. We operate in a heavily paper-based system where we manage a lot of people data in our schools across the 3 parishes that I work in. And I think this opportunity gives our schools the chance to transition from paper-based to digital. And that's a great thing in and of itself that makes sharing of information easier, it makes analyzing that information easier, and making decisions to improve the system much easier. So I'm really grateful for this opportunity, and I think it's going to help our schools to make a bold step forward.
I actually think EMIS is awesome. As one of the facilitators who has been training and has been involved with our 7 regions so far, since we started in October, I have more in-depth knowledge of it than most other persons would, especially at the ground level, which are the data providers, the ones who will generate a lot of the information that is going to be needed to make the transformation. And so I can see the value.
I see us when using EMIS to our advantage in terms of all data, all information will rest in one place. And so when you need that data, you can pull from it, like it's a pushing and pulling of data as is required. So we can use it to make decisions, high-level decisions, yes? And we should increase our efficiency, so we don't have to wasting time to be asking a school, in my case, 121 schools, asking them for data, sometimes in a very short period of time. But if we have this data in one central place, then it is best for the entire system. It ensures accuracy, and it ensures efficiency and productivity.
This is just the beginning of a long process of engagement and consultation. It would form part of what I would call a change management strategy, which is making sure that there's ongoing consultation with all the key stakeholders so that they feel a strong sense of ownership in whatever we produce and whatever systems are being created.
If you want those EMIS systems to work and to be deployed at scale, a key factor for success is to ensure that all stakeholders who are involved are really in a buying mode, making sure that they are all committed to work together to strengthen this complex architecture that they need to build together. We hope that through these projects we will be able to somehow make sure that the ministry is not only considering IT solutions, but also will look at other dimensions of EMIS strengthening.
This is just a wonderful opportunity for us to transform the education sector, and I am grateful.